What's up, sis?
I had the most beautiful dream. It was the perfect day. And all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and then climb inside your bodies. So that we could stay one happy family.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother,
What is this, Danny?
I found it.
what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me.
Open up now.
You don't look so good, Mom.
Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
I'm getting us out of here. I promise.
You'd be a good mom someday, Honeybeth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids. Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
What will be.
Don't nod.
We can see you nodding.
You see you nodding. I gotta watch that again.
It's
maybe that'll be the next one.
Don't say the movie. If you know the movie, put it in the comments.
that could be the
Yeah.
the next one.
If you're really watching this.
Yeah.
We should have an ending question if you're really watching.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll have
Enter
the
to
ending.
win.
Yes. Welcome back. Episode 5 of 5, our series finale of the Spooktober. I said that right. Spooktober of the Evil Dead, which we have to say thank you, Shannon. Yes.
Yay.
Very good. I believe that was a great idea. I'm glad everybody's liking it. Seems like everybody's liking it online. So thank you. If you like it that much, leave a comment of maybe different movies, maybe different themes, holidays, something. I feel like October could have been any scary movie series, but Evil Dead is a good one because it doesn't get notoriety that much. Personally, I don't. But I think this one kind of did when they announced it back in 2022, which synopsis time. Evil Dead, number 5 of a 5th in the series that has nothing to do with the first one. Don't know. It's not a continuation of the remake, which threw me off completely. But when you got the name Evil Dead, it kind of shows blood, gore, violence, insanity is gonna be all. It's
great.
It's all in the dictionary title. It's there. Just trust me on that one. It's in the dictionary. So, being with that, you got Evil Dead Rise, 2023, directed by Lee Cronin, and with the story of two estranged, that's how you say estranged
Yep.
sisters, nailed it. Beth and Ellie reconnect after Beth discovers she is pregnant. Turns out Ellie turns to Ellie for help, and with Ellie, she has 3 kids, living in a cramped LA apartment, which an earthquake happens while she is there, uncovering a chamber that the high-rise building used to be a bank underneath. They go down, discover ancient book, unleashes demons, knows as Deadites. Chaos ensues all around. Pretty much.
Chaos ensues.
Chaos ensues.
And a horrific time is had by all.
It's all anarchy, whatever, coming through.
Yep.
I will say, I have not talked about budget the whole time of this series, but the numbers came on when I asked for a synopsis, and talking about budget. Every horror film nowadays, they're really trying to be low budget to a certain degree, and this one had like 15 to 19 million, but this movie made 145, which we will say that we talked about before is that when you put in for a movie, your budget, radio spots, TV spots, advertisements, you have to make triple, which it exceeded expectations. They're very lucky because they wanted this to be an HBO Max, but like just movie itself. Starting a lot of stuff's going that way, like Prime, HBO Max,
Netflix.
Netflix. They're making almost theater-wide content in its own way, which when you make up to 145, it gets noticed. And being with that, we start with the movie. We start at a lake with 3 people. But we start with a drone shot.
No.
Yes.
We start in the Amazon.
There you go.
Coming down some weird river situation.
From a drone.
Such that I thought I was watching Anaconda. Like, legitimately, I was like,
Yeah,
I
it was
know
like-
I clicked Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
But I'm getting Anaconda vibes.
It's like this Jungle Cruise too that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Good call, John. God, I didn't even think about that. And you start with this, and it gives you a fake out, like, oh, we're starting a movie kind of like the very first one. That
POV shot.
The POV of the evil Deadite horse.
So good. That is such a good shot.
I know. It builds up. It gives you, hey, you want food? Here's your food already. You don't have to wait for it to cook up. You don't have to wait for it to burn and all that stuff. You're like, here you go. Here's your dessert for today. Like all of a sudden. But we get to a part where it's a drone. You're like, it's one of those horror movie fake outs of the modern times. I'm like, all right. So we're at a cabin. Technically, it kind of starts like Evil Dead.
And they have the clock shot in there too.
Yes, they do. That's a good call.
And I think it's something, well, I mean, if we want to go to do the whole camera work thing, they like to do throughout this movie, they like to do that reflection shot.
Yes.
Yeah. And the pull away a little bit too. Like you see a person, but you see the foreground, and all of a sudden it's like clock, it kind of gets you into it. Which brings us to our 3 characters that are there on the lake. Cousins Teresa and Jessica. They're cousins. And Jessica's boyfriend and Caleb are vacationing at the lakeside when all of a sudden Jessica is starting to be possessed. She's inside not feeling well. And, her cousin Teresa is like, and she's sitting there reading. All of a sudden we're getting a throwback to the first one, or like even
the clock stops, doesn't it?
I believe so. I believe it does. She's reading her book, Teresa, and Jessica starts reading the book to her.
Yeah. She's not even facing her. She's facing the opposite direction.
Yeah. And, she has this fake out of, okay, I'm sick, and I think she throws up.
Yeah, it's the white.
From the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Like I said, it looked like her soul was leaving. Like that's her, like her natural essence is gone now. Now you're being corrupted. That was your ectoplasm.
Your purity is gone.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah. Wrong one.
That's a different movie.
So we have this scene where Teresa's looking at her, and all of a sudden rips her cousin rips her.
Her scalp
Yeah, she
right
gets
off.
scalped.
That was pretty intense. Like
That
I'm
was I was
sure.
like, it was. I was like, oh shit, this is like 5 minutes into the movie. Holy shit.
Here you go. You know what I mean? And
Whoa.
you can tell it's practical effects. So I
Yeah.
know
Oh, it looked so good too.
it did. And we start leading into Teresa coming to Caleb, and we have this drone. All of a sudden, Caleb gets sucked into the water, and Jessica rips his head off, right?
Yeah, I like that she said she called him a brainless meat puppet. I thought that was
Oh,
kind of funny.
yeah. I forgot about that.
I thought that was kind of
And,
funny.
and then what happens from there?
She just comes right out of the freaking water. Like,
And we see Evil Dead rise behind her. And I was saying earlier that Twitter or X, what do you want to call it? Like they love that shot. I'm
it
like,
will always be Twitter.
and tweet this,
Tweeties.
tweet this. it's a cool shot. Um it's a cool shot, but
I don't care about
everybody
any of these people.
I know.
And I'm
I
specifically
don't
told to
know.
hate the
Like,
one dude.
well, just because he's a douche, I guess. But
Yeah, El
Well,
Douche.
but I'm saying, like,
but it's like
okay, a bunch of people died.
He's the stereotypical guy you're supposed to hate because
Yeah.
Okay.
he's
I
jock
don't
or
like
whatever.
any of the I
The
don't like
jerk.
any of the girls
Well,
either.
no,
Incredible.
but yeah, like you don't have any interest in these people
don't care.
in the beginning.
You're
So
you're getting what happened in the Evil Dead first half of the first one in a 5 minute segment, like super
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
And you're like, did you just shoot your load?
Like I mean, 'cause
like
this
all
is
of a
like
sudden.
this is like a 2 hour movie, and
Yeah.
like really.
I mean, it's just a short film. Cool. I mean, hey, congratulations. I don't know what to say.
I can go watch hockey now.
You know what? You almost can consider that a trailer, like a
Yeah.
prologue for the film. Which, if you think about it, every film doesn't have a prologue except the second one. They did have a prologue of the first one.
Yeah.
In some way, I kind of took it in that vein. I was like, all right, you're telling me something. Okay, this is what we're anticipating, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, one day earlier, you're like,
Yeah,
all right,
one
we're
day
time
earlier.
traveling here. Like
Yeah.
we're going.
Shannon's favorite thing, time travel.
Yeah, time travel.
Time travel.
So we discover a woman named Beth. She's a guitar technician, which I didn't know. I had no clue. They're telling me it is. I have to believe
I
what
don't
it
think
says.
that
Internet
it
says.
She
comes
does
up.
something with a band. I assume
Yeah, she's a
she was
roadie,
I
on
figured she
that.
was like a singer or something, maybe.
right? I could
Oh,
go
okay.
with that too, like an all-girl band or something, or she's the
Something.
bass, like Bolt Thrower. There was a
Yeah.
woman bassist, and
White Zombie,
there you go.
same
Yeah,
thing.
well done. Beth discovers she is pregnant and is very freaked out because, of course, what am I going to do? Because she don't
I
know who
don't,
the guy is, right?
don't know who the guy is. Don't have anyone to
I
go.
don't care though.
I feel like this is going to be that I don't care segment a lot in this.
I don't
So
care.
Is
well,
that a new? Is that
Your
a new segment for
storytelling.
Shannon?
No, but
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't
Your
care.
your storytelling has not given me any reason to care about any of these people. You're like, care
Well,
about her because she's pregnant. And I'm like, but I don't know her. Maybe she's going to be a terrible mom. I don't know.
that's the whole point of it.
That's
Is
lazy.
well, it adds a
That's
different dynamic
lazy.
to the suspense because now you have an unborn child in an Evil Dead movie. That has not happened.
Lazy.
Well,
Lazy.
why is it?
Lazy storytelling.
Is it
Make me
lazy
care about
story?
her and then be like, and also,
It's a
you
new
like me,
dynamic.
and also I have a baby.
I feel like it's a new. It's not. You might think it's lazy. I just feel like it's a new storytelling underneath the Evil Dead franchise. Because now with her having an unborn child, just all of a sudden, like 2 weeks probably, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We see Beth go to her sister's place, which is Ellie. Ellie has three kids. One boy, two girls. Um, what's their names? Danny,
Danny,
Bridget, and
Bridget, and Cassie.
Cassie. So now you have I guess Danny could be a teenager, adult. Bridget is like
Feel
a.
like he's probably like maybe 16.
Do you feel like Bridget is older than Danny?
I thought so.
I thought so.
I thought they were a year apart. Like Danny's the oldest, then Bridget, or Bridget could be the oldest, and Danny's like they're that close.
They're like, yeah, they're. I thought they were much closer. Just because she's the, I'm going to the feminist rally or whatever she was doing.
So Danny is an aspiring DJ. Bridget is an activist for the earth in a way, and
Cassie's just like a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah, you could say 6, 7.
Like
6,
a
7.
like a creepy 6-year-old.
I didn't get that
8-year-old?
vibe though. I didn't get that vibe.
Cutting off
Creative?
doll heads.
I would say creative.
I guess creative.
Imaginative.
There
She's
you
an
go.
imaginative little girl.
I could go with imaginative. I don't think she's creepy, but I feel like she knows the world a little too soon.
I
was
think
getting some creepy vibes.
Okay.
Like I was,
All right.
but also if your
I
mom,
thought she was going to be the first one.
No way.
but if your
Like,
mom is a tattoo artist though,
Which tattoo artist. So Cassie is living life too soon.
yes,
She's not a kid. She's living in an adult life as a kid.
Yeah, she's like a teenager in like a 6-year-old's body.
Yes, because her father is gone.
Yep.
He has left, and Beth shows up trying to get advice, and Allie is very not responsive to her because she's been estranged for so many years, saying, "Well, I'm sorry about your problems. I just lost my husband because he just left, and I got to get evicted. So what do you want me to do?
I got problems of my own, lady. Like,
right? So now this is a new dynamic. It was kind of interesting when I saw this because I was like, okay, we got two adults, we got an unborn child, we got two people in their teenage years, not adults, and you got this little kid. So you have a different dynamic in the movie than any other movie's been.
Well, yeah. Then I guess going back to the age thing, they're at least old enough to drive because she says, "Okay, go get some pizza. Go take your siblings, get some pizza. Let me talk to Beth."
Yeah.
And I mean, if they're in LA though, couldn't they like walk? Or did they hand him keys? I missed
the
that.
neighborhood didn't look so safe to me when she was driving.
It was a bit of a sketchy neighborhood.
And when you go in, you see that the elevator, the way the hallways are, like these people are barely struggling to survive.
And the gate clicker.
Yes, yeah. So we're talking 70s, like this thing, because in the story there used to be a bank in the basement, or this used to be a bank, or something about that.
There was, I think it was a bank, and then they turned it into this high-rise apartment building.
So they kept the vaults. They
under
buried
the parking garage.
Yeah, which when they were coming back for pizza, John,
Henrietta's pizza.
Henrietta, come to Henrietta. What a creepy. Which is cool that you saw that. I didn't pick that up because we have to remember this is my first time watching it. I've seen it only twice, so this is our first watch together. Like, because whatever you pick up, I maybe missed, or maybe stuff like that. So this is a little different episode because I've seen the rest. This is my first time seeing it.
Right.
Being that way. But with Earthquake, it unearths the chamber underneath the parking lot where we get the story of the building in its way, where you start seeing artifacts, religious artifacts in the basement. So now the story is it's kind of like where the remake you see the underneath of the house with the people and the cats. The story's elaborating. It's opening to the Act One of, because it's very unusual. You have a prologue to Act One, and now we're getting into the end of Act One where they take all the stuff, they find the book and the phonogram, three of them, to go upstairs. Which Danny is the DJ. They
So
even
he's
they even
thinking,
put a date on the phonograms, which is
yeah,
1923,
yep,
which they were hoping to sell that stuff to stay in the place to make the money.
yeah.
So being with
You
that,
think?
Well,
that's what it says in the synopsis.
I feel like he was, again, because
Well,
he's
because he played
DJ,
them.
so he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I've got these records, mate, and then that might be the thing, that maybe these are actually worth something.
And it says the initial
Oh.
records detailed rejected efforts by a priest to research the book. When they start doing it, reveal one of the three volumes is Naturam de Montos, which we all know, Book of the
Book of the
Dead.
Dead.
Book of the Dead. The record reveals the priest continued to his research in secret, reciting incantations of the demonic entities known as Deadites. So now we're getting a different
Different
storyline.
story, yeah.
Professor Nobi wasn't in this.
Yep,
There's
these are
no.
priests now.
These are priests. Now we're talking like
And
ancient
it's
history.
yeah, it's like one of the three books from like Army of Darkness, right? Where the one had
Yes.
the teeth on it and it like,
Yes.
it bit his hand or whatever.
And this one
This one
had teeth too.
had teeth too, and of course, Danny's dumbass. And it opens up with blood, and it didn't open up until his blood was on there and he started playing the record.
Correct. Which he cannot stop the record because
Yep.
soon as it starts,
You can't stop it.
and
Which
this is
I was like, really? They made records that, like, how do you record on a record? Like, how was that a
so
thing?
back in the early 1900s or late 1800s, you had a phonogram where the record, you had a device that you talked into like a cone, that the needle, the vibrations, you would do that.
Oh,
So that's
Like
how
magic captured.
Mythbusters did it back in.
oh,
They did a thing on it.
oh. Well, see, now I got something else to check out.
So that's how he was
Love
able
me
to
some
do it in secret.
Mythbusters.
Yes, so you gotta check it out. It's a good episode.
Okay, yeah, no, I
Um,
definitely will. And I also like that the little girl, Cassie, she's like, we dropped the pizza. Just a
so
little.
Abby, how you feel right now with the little kid there, that has not been in the Evil Dead. This is a different feeling of a movie, right? So we're feeling different emotions in this movie. You got little kids, you got teenagers, you got adults with problems. This is like
Yep.
getting to a real day scenario. I felt like I was something in the past decade. The remake to me was a push of a movie in its own way. Like they pushed it on you. I didn't believe it was going to. Nobody does that. No offense. Nobody does it. Right? I didn't believe that somebody would have a cabin like this and this all scenarios would happen. This I believe. Like I believe the high rise and the situation, whatever. And which lead us into the start of this Demontos,
Yep.
performing the ritual on the phonogram. He starts
Yep.
playing it. The power goes out in the building. Everything goes out, and Allie is trying to get to the elevator. She gets in the elevator. It's funny. They say the elevator was broken, but she was trying to take it. And we get a scene where the Deadites, the evil force, starts taking her over, which that scene reminds me of the vines and the trees
Yep.
Mm.
of the first one and second one.
Yep. I
Mm.
said the elevator evil spirit kills her in
Torture chamber, if you will, and it's
Yeah.
kind of a new take on possessions of what happens.
Uh-huh.
which
I, for one, was grateful there was no tree rape.
me too.
Yeah, I mean,
I have nothing else to add except for
I-
that. I was
it-
grateful that tree rape was not.
Oh
in this
yeah, and
movie.
the remake too, the Vine.
they
Vine
did do that.
movie.
Yeah, so that
Sorry, Evil Dead remake.
yeah.
My bad. Which will see Ellie.
Three out of the 5 have tree rape. What are you gonna do?
3 out of 5 trees.
3 out of 5 trees.
That's a rating. 3 out of 5
That's
trees.
3 out of 5 trees.
So I guess you could say this starts Act 2, where we see Ellie be possessed
Yep.
or starting to be possessed.
Yeah.
Which leads her back into the apartment in this possession trance. Starts throwing those eggs into
the frying pan.
Isn't that great? I like it had something
And she's got that like
twitching
thing
Yep.
going on.
and then she is in this trance, is like threatens the family, like
Yep. And they're like, "Whoa, what's going
Yeah.
on here?"
and she starts throwing up that
Yep.
white substance.
Yep.
I'm not going to call it what I called it earlier. It's her purified soul. I really could. You're right. It's her purified, like angel of a soul, is being thrown up, so the possession can take a hold of her in some way. I don't know. That's kind of a.
It's a visual thing
I'll buy it.
to
I'll buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
for the demonic possession to take hold.
Visual representation, if you will.
Yeah.
Which you see her die pleading to Beth to protect the children. And all of a sudden you're like, bam, here we go. So the neighbor,
that's right. I'm sorry. I thought it was really cool the tub shot they had when the power went out. Where you thought there was going to be, because Beth is in there with Cassie giving Cassie a bath.
Yeah.
And just the camera work and the tub was really cool.
Yeah.
And I thought I had it written for something else, but that jogged me for that, because then they throw Ellie in the bathtub because she's burning up.
Yeah.
Are we not there yet? We're getting
We are
close
not
to that.
there yet, because we are to the point where we see the neighbors now. Now we have more people.
Yep.
Like this is the
That's
most a movie.
Yeah.
has
Now
ever
the
had.
now the floor is coming out. Like all the
You have the
commotion.
old man. You have the teenager and his kid brother.
Oh, that's right. They knock on the door.
Correct, and they,
Yep.
they come in. The neighbors come in to help her lay Ellie
down.
in the bedroom, and then they try to go out to go get help, but the staircase is crumbled, so there's no exit there.
Thanks, earthquake.
Surprise, surprise. The elevator's damaged, they're unable to access the fire escape, which Ellie revives and starts attacking the family, which she wounded Beth and Bridget, which, surprisingly enough, she takes the tattoo gun and goes over her cheek with it.
Yep.
During that time.
Was she? No, that's later. Never mind. Jumping ahead. I'm jumping ahead.
I can't remember. Hold up. No, you're right. When she wakes up, she's burning up.
Yeah.
And they throw her into the tub.
And then the tub starts like boiling and
yes. And she comes out.
She comes out and does that crazy like ring crawl.
The screeching. Yeah. Banshee screech.
Yeah, she's up there on the top of the ceiling and whatever, and she's got the yellow eyes.
Yes. The eye, the it's not yellow, it's a white. It's a white eye. Yeah. Well, it's right there. It's in the shot right there.
All right.
You know,
maybe our color balance is off on our TV there, Jam.
Well, you saw yellow too, right?
Yeah, I definitely saw yellow.
Well, I think her red hair makes the eyes pop out too.
Maybe.
So the character dynamic of it is pretty cool. I mean, she looked good because they had kind of a pale, blackish type of feel to it. But there again, that's where she jumps on Bridget. She takes her tattoo
Tattoo
gun
gun.
and almost gets her eye, but went to
Yep.
her cheek. But they take her and throw Ellie outside the apartment,
And
and then all
barricade the door.
barricaded the door, not knowing that the other people are going to get massacred. So all the
Yep.
people that came to help are massacred
Yep.
now. Even the little kid. We saw a little kid die.
Yeah, because
I'm
didn't
telling
she?
you,
Because she did the thing. Because Ellie did the thing too with the cell phone with the voicemail. Because there was no, remember, the power was out. There was no there
yes.
was no thing, and then she's playing the voicemail.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. And then she gets thrown out into the hallway, and then the neighbor guy that was like had the hots for her, I guess.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he wanted to hang out with her and yada
yeah.
yada.
He got his eyeball
Yep.
pulled out of his head, and that was a callback
And
to
and the two
Evil Dead
kids,
2.
yeah, and the two kids arms get ripped. The arms get ripped out, which a kid dying is very rare in these movies.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've seen a kid die. First one being Halloween 2018, where he
Yes.
snaps the kid's head in the car, which everybody lost their shit. Kids don't die in movies. That's a very big no-no. Like,
Well, sure, because they're innocent.
very innocent.
Right.
Unlike Halloween 3, where the mask melted a kid's head, which was cool, and then all snakes and bugs come out of it. So that was 1981. That was kind of a big deal too. But that's neither here nor there. When a kid dies in a movie, now you're in a different bracket. To me, now you're in a different world, because it's just not adults. Oh, kids are in danger. It's just a different formula, if you will.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because the old man's like, well, we're gonna blow the doors off, and it's like, no,
Yep.
you can't do that because there's already enough stuff going on in here as it is, and you're
Yep.
gonna make more noise blowing the door off the hinges.
Yep.
And he gets it anyway.
Yeah, he does anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Ben.
Sorry, dude.
So with start of that, Ellie's out there. Danny,
And she's just going back. You can, because they're shooting it through the peephole.
the POV of it.
Mhm.
Yes.
The POV through the peephole is so good. You just see her going back and forth, and then like she goes this way, then whoever's dead goes that way,
Yep.
and
You're seeing stuff happen without really seeing it. Your imagination is starting to run wild of what's happening out the hall, because at the later point you go out there.
As all, yeah, because all you can hear it, but you can only see this much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will get to where Danny tells Beth, I think I did something. I think I caused this, which
Yep. I said Danny is stupid.
Mhm.
Which Beth is trying.
She's,
She turns into MacGyver.
Yep, she's
with the batteries.
DJ Scribbles.
She figures out how to run batteries together to make the DJ. Yeah, DJ Scribbles. But we see a scene where Ellie tricks Cassie into unlocking the door.
Yep, Deadite trick.
Deadite trick. And that goes to. So when Danny and Beth are like distracted, they have to rescue, right, Cassie. They lock Ellie back out, but Bridget's wounds, how she gets possessed from just the tattoo gun.
Well, yeah, because Beth got the cheese grater to her calf.
No, yes, yeah, Beth did, yeah, but that was afterwards. So what happens is that Danny, Beth, whatever, locking Ellie out. Remember, Ellie's still out.
Right, she's still out there.
And then Bridget's wounds, that blood, the black blood starts
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out.
And then she's over there eating the glass in the corner.
And you see it just
Just
poking.
go
You're like,
poking right out of her throat.
I have to
So
say,
good.
it is.
How do you even? I mean,
You can't even.
I can't.
This is one of the highlights of the movie for me. Let's talk about practical effects. I know we're a little soon into it, but man, can we say that when practical effects is used, it brings a different dynamic.
Oh, 100%. Because CGI is like, yeah, that's fine. But
CGI is kind of like AI now. Use it sparingly.
Yep.
You need to use it for situations where you're like, I can't figure out what to do. We have to use it. Like that's where it should be. You need human relations of changing, like figuring out how to make stuff compared to just typing it in. There it is.
Yep.
Because a lot of movies with CGI, you're like, oh man, like it gets cheesy. You lose interest.
You're not immersed in the world.
So I feel like the story of this, you get kind of cheesy with it. It is a cheesy premise, but the gore brings you back in because you're not there for the story. You're not there for the story. You're not. You're there for the gore. You are like, what is their minds going to think of next? Which that blood in the glass is very into that, like innovation in its own way, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
in order for something to be scary, I have to care about the people and what is happening to them.
See, I figure you just get scared, like
or
mm-hmm.
I have to see myself in that situation enough that I am scared for myself. Like, ooh, that could happen. There could be a creepy chainsaw guy in my backyard. There could be some evil demonic thing that possesses me, right? Like,
yeah.
For me to truly be scary, it has to be one of those two things. I have to be scared for the people in it.
Because you care about them.
Because I care about them. I'm like, oh man, like I hope you don't die. Your jerk of a boyfriend can, but like, you know.
But yeah.
I mean, like for me, this was where I was starting to get, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe because I have a daughter myself, but I was like, man, I'm really hoping that, Cassie makes it out at least, because, Beth's already gone and Danny's stupid. I don't care about him. But I was starting to get, he started this whole thing. Sure.
Yeah.
But I was starting to get a little attached to Cassie at this point. But I mean, again, it might just be because I have a daughter myself. And
sure. And when Beth is ensuing and doing all this stuff, Cassie's the one that kills Beth with the stake through the throat. You know what I mean?
Throat, yeah.
Yeah.
Like right through her, the back of her head.
Yep. With a broken broom handle. So you have this little kid that killed her sister. Like now she's living.
Or so she thinks.
So she thinks.
Yeah, because then Danny's like, oh, I tied her up just to be sure.
So being with that,
she pulled the thing out too, like
and all that blood,
and all the blood, and then she just falls on the floor. Yeah.
So when that happens, Beth listens to the third record, and with that record, she understands how to. They call exorcising the Deadites, which the priest failed, and his allies were all possessed, with only completing destruction of the host stopping the Deadite. So Bridget revives and fatally stabs Danny
with scissors.
Oh, brutal, man.
Well, because she with this, did she cut him with like glass and stuff too?
No.
Or was it just like, because I remember he definitely got some cuts on his arm.
So he got stabbed in the arm, like in the muscle.
That's right. Yeah,
he got that with the knife went in.
That was the knife. Yeah, okay.
knife gets in, and fatally stabs Danny to basically sets Bridget on fire before dying. And
Yep.
during that time, they are dealing with uh, Bridget, Ellie, the red herring of the early time. The old man said the cat's in the vent.
In the vent. Yep.
She
And she
figures
figured
out.
that out, how to get in.
Yep. Which is she's a stealth ninja going through there.
Yep. And then all of a sudden I hear it's like, is she behind him? Yep.
Yep.
Yep. There she is.
And being with that, she infiltrates the apartments using events. Realizing Beth is pregnant, Ellie attempts to rip the fetus out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? But Beth and Cassie got her with scissors.
Yep.
And when that happens, Ellie
Run
tried.
into the hall, right?
No, that's when they went to the kitchen with the cheese grater.
That's where it came from.
That's
Okay.
where it comes.
Yep. Yep. Cheese grater to the calf, right there.
Yes. So being with that, the cheese grater and everything. Now Danny has died.
Yep.
She's trying to get away from Ellie, which from there, Ellie and Beth start running into the hallway. They unlock the door and they head to the elevator.
To the elevator. Yep.
Which they looked at the stairs, they couldn't do nothing about it, right? So everybody's dead, but everybody starts getting possessed. So everybody's all possessed, leading shelter to elevator. Ellie, Bridget, and Danny. Then, so they get in the elevator. They make their way to the basement, but it's filling with blood.
Yep.
And so before the elevator, Beth takes the shotgun and shoots Ellie and ripping off her limbs.
Yep.
During that time, what happens? Ellie, Bridget, and Danny all merge into one
some crazy monster thing that was in the book, because the book would do the
yes.
It flipped the pages. You could see that thing in there.
It goes back to the remake where it shows you what's going to happen. There's a story to this. So you're seeing the story in a book that hasn't happened yet and is leading you to this
the
ultimate Deadeye?
Yep. I don't know.
This is
Final Form?
Final Form. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one. Which leads to elevator to fill with blood, and combined with the weight, causes it to plummet to the ground.
To the ground.
So
and then
now,
it just
Tower of Blood.
Like
The Shining, maybe? The Shining?
Just The Shining, yep. Because the elevator on the third, oh, that's weird. Usually the blood gets off on the third floor. Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. Well played.
That's odd. But then, yeah, so the doors are like in a weird, it almost looks like a.
There was that nice little bit of suspense too, as the blood was filling the numbers before it started to come.
Yeah.
Actually, in the elevator.
And then you just see them get shot out of the elevator into the. Now we're in the parking garage. Once they're in the out of the elevator, right?
So they call the creature, the multi-limbed creature, a marauder. That's the name of the creature, marauder. So I didn't know that. It's telling me it is in Wiki.
All right.
So I'm reading the Wiki of it, or whatever, going through. It says multi-limbed creature known as the marauder. I don't know. So now we went from an apartment to a hallway to a new area, the garage. So now we have a garage. The garage is all concrete. You do have a gate right there that we know has a clicker to get out. So we have something for an escape. When you're in, which I think this movie does very well, it's kind of like In the Cabin. It's the claustrophobic feel of the walls, right? Everything's so small, but you can go out the door and you're in the woods. So you have an open area. This one, you're in this small apartment that goes to a hallway that's small, that goes to an elevator that's even smaller. So the threat is getting bigger because you don't have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're stuck in a prison, a multi-layered deadite prison, right? So you get to the garage, you're seeing a glimmer of hope. So now it's one of those things where, okay, they're in the basement, garage, sorry, they're in the garage. Um, they go down and they're trying to play, they get in the car, they hit the clicker, it
It's
doesn't
not
want to
working.
move. It's not working. You're like, okay.
Of
And this
course, it's not working.
Of course, it's not working.
Of course,
course
it's
not.
not.
So the Marauder, multi-limb Deadeye, whatever you want to call it, comes and they get out the car. They're playing hide and go seek with this Marauder.
Crazy Marauder, yeah.
Very impressive. And I don't know how they're doing it.
How they're doing it, yeah.
Yeah. So from there, the Marauder captures Cassie.
Because
And-
Beth got out because the clicker did actually, somebody got it to work.
Yes.
Right? The door goes up. She's like, okay, we can get out. They grab Cassie's ankle
Yep.
Mhm.
and the thing shuts down.
Yep.
And Beth is like,
Screaming. I believe that scream. That scream she was
Yeah.
giving, it sounded real to me.
Mhm.
Like it was guttural. Like she is like, her mental state is so stressed. Like I
Yeah.
felt it. I was like, this is real. I feel like it was real at that moment. I
yep.
was like, holy shit, you know?
And
like,
then now she's trying to get back in because they're like, oh, hey,
yep.
here's something fun. Let's put her in this wood chipper that happens
That's-
to be in the
That happens to be
garage.
in LA.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was
That's a good
the old.
point.
Was it the old man? Like, was that his job? He had.
You know
like,
what? That's
you
a good
know,
idea. Or the teenager, like that's what he did.
Yeah. Somebody has a job with a wood chipper. They just
Yeah.
happen to park it in the garage.
And what was at the wood chipper?
Okay.
A chainsaw. So
Naturally.
it says the Marauder was trying to behead Cassie with a chainsaw too.
Yep.
So we see that, but Beth returns and distracts it. So from there, she and Cassie destroy the Marauder by forcing the body of wood chipper, but we have the chainsaw coming in effect. Good old Evil Dead. Every
'cause
Evil Dead has
Ellie-
a chainsaw.
Because Ellie's head is still somehow
Taunting.
taunting.
Yep, taunting, saying she will be
Like,
a failure.
somehow that didn't get into, like, with the rest of it.
Yep.
Just taunting her with
It-
her, you're
she
a failure.
shoved
You're
the
gonna be
chainsaw.
right through her face.
That was a good ending. I feel like that was a good nod to the Evil Dead even more, where
Yep.
you have the chainsaw, but you see Beth and Cassie covered in blood,
Yep.
which
And
is
she
your
just
typical.
and then Beth just drops the chainsaw and they walk out covered in blood.
And then
Just
walk.
Just
The
casually.
sun starts coming up too, doesn't it? If I'm not
Right,
mistaken,
like-
the sun.
Yep.
The sun makes an appearance.
Sun makes an
If you're
appearance,
gonna
so
be
it's
that
supposed to
casual
be
about
over.
it,
Yes.
maybe
Sorry,
time to
Jen.
shower. I don't know.
Well,
a hose?
but I think
They were trying to
at-
get out of there.
yeah, at that point they're
But
just
still
like
casually.
they've been through. They're like, okay, what else? What else can we go through? This is like we've
Just
done
saying.
everything. We've
I feel
beaten-
like
we've
I
beat
feel
the-
like we've
the-
been through everything.
we beat
Let's
the
hose
boss.
ourselves
That's-
off so we can not walk to a place and maybe like get an Uber. I don't know.
No, that was the we beat the boss. I'm tired as shit. Let's just get out of here.
Get out of
walk.
here.
Let's just go.
Start over, right?
Yeah.
But we realize that girl Jessica from the beginning comes out
Comes
of
down?
her
Yeah.
apartment. You remember she was in an apartment, so she didn't hear any of this happening.
How did she not hear any
How?
of this happening at 3
How?
o'clock in the morning or however long this
Nothing.
took?
None of the earthquake. None of the
Like, is
no
she that much
blood,
of a
no-
sleeper? Like, I need to get whatever she was on to be able to sleep like that.
So she makes her way to the parking lot, realizing she sees blood, she sees all this stuff,
She's like, oh, that's weird.
and then all of a sudden, the force gets her.
Yep.
Story ends.
Because she's on the phone with her friend, and it's like, I don't know if I want to go. And
Yes.
Your
for whatever
boyfriend's
reason,
a jerk.
I don't know why I wrote down 13 and 5, but they focused on 13 and 5. Like, I don't know if it was like
Like those
13th
numbers?
floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then like 5 had something, or just because I look at stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you got your triskaidekaphobia for your 13. I don't know, maybe because
Which
normally
they
it's
did
5
have.
people, 5 souls
Well, maybe that's it, because
for Evil Dead.
normally high-rise buildings do not have a 13th floor because of superstition.
Yep.
So it goes from 12 to 14 most of the time.
So funny enough, do you know Bruce Campbell makes an appearance in this film?
Really?
Where?
Yes. His voice. So evidently he was an uncredited voice on one of those recordings of the phonograph from the 1923. So his voice was an unnamed character who forwards the priest of the dangers of the demonic resurrection ritual and demands that the book to be destroyed. So
Okay.
funny enough, this is gonna I don't know. I'm kind of processing this. Writer and director Lee Cohen states that he had Campbell voice this role intentionally, stating that he considers it to be a time displacement Ash Williams.
Okay, I'll buy that.
No fucking way. I am sorry. That's bullshit. I don't like this.
I'll
I
buy
don't
it.
like it.
Because when he was
I'll buy it.
when he was buried
If he went back to
buried in it,
medieval, he can go back to 1923.
but he was already buried in his cave, and then he
But
can't
if
go
you
back
come
to
out, you
19.
can
No,
time travel back again.
how?
It's
But you
time
don't
travel.
believe in time travel, so it's not. You don't like time travel.
I didn't say I don't believe in time travel. I said I don't like time travel because this
Well-
is what you can do with time travel. You just like, oh, I'll go back and do a thing and change everything, and it's fine now.
If he was in the book, I would believe it. But you're in a phonograph? Come on. Like, now, see, if I didn't read that, I would never.
I would have never. I didn't.
I never would put that together.
Nope.
So, this is another one of those. We used the name The Evil Dead that has nothing to do with the other films. They can't. You can't say that. Because what the
No.
problem is, it doesn't. The connective tissue is not blatant. You're
No,
doing this
there-
as an
you-
Easter egg.
Yeah, there's a couple. Like I say, there were the Easter eggs, like the eyeball.
Yeah, it's okay for a throwback of the previous stuff, but you're trying to make this connective tissue now. You can't do
You
that.
can't do that. Now
No,
this is
too late.
definitely a standalone.
It is a stand, and it needs to be a standalone. It does, because you're using the story. 1, 2, and 3 are connected tissues. That's it. The remake's a remake. There's no connective tissues to anything, but they said it's in the same universe. And then they say this one's in the same universe, but you have nothing to connect it. Nothing.
You don't have any. You don't have any characters. You have no. You do not have the Oldsmobile in there.
No Oldsmobile.
Thank
and
you.
you're in a parking garage. It's a beautiful point.
But isn't the car
to throw one
that
in
she
there.
got in was the Oldsmobile? Or was that a station wagon?
It was a station wagon. It was the Buick
Okay.
station wagon.
Okay. But when I read this, none of you thought this was connected at all. Now they're saying it's connected? No.
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either. I'm sorry. I can't believe it. The remake, I can believe that was connective in some way because
you have the car is
Yes.
in there. You
Yep.
have the
The cabin.
cabin.
Right? That could have been the original cabin, sure. The book, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
You had the bridge that was there that got knocked down. Like you have,
You have the woodshed or the
I
wood
have
shed
more connected tissue to the remake to the
to the
trilogy.
trilogy than this one.
Correct.
This is just a
The premise is used in a different way.
yep.
It's a
This is like would be the reboot or remake.
reimagining,
There you go. Reimagining.
reimagining, which leads us into. I saw a tease trailer the other day of the new Evil Dead called Evil Dead Burn.
What?
It had a
Well,
scene of a guy with something in his hand, smashing it, and he is going that you see him smashing it, and it goes black, but you hear the background of him doing it, and they have not shown anything else.
well,
So
and again, because you had again the fly. Like I'm looking at the picture right there, the fly on her eye,
yep.
and at the end of the credits, you hear the fly buzzing around.
So you think the fly was the spirit that ended up with
Maybe
that girl, Jessica.
like transported the blood.
Which I thought in the book, if you killed the marauder, you destroyed it.
right, but maybe that.
Maybe not fully destroyed yet because of fly.
But
Yeah.
but I mean,
But the
again,
fly was on the parts of the the dead marauder, you know.
Or maybe we thought the marauder was dead, but it wasn't.
Sure,
I don't know how
yeah.
much more dead you can get. I mean, through a freaking wood
Okay,
chipper.
it's also a
Yeah.
demon, so like, you know,
I mean,
maybe your head wasn't quite through yet, you know.
it's been dismantled. Like it's been dismembered,
And
or
also too,
maybe because it wasn't dismembered, it was just
I don't know.
liquefied. I
That's
mean,
pretty dismembered to me. I don't know how much of a
I
wood
don't. I
chipper
mean, I just
dismemberment you need.
I know.
I'm just
I'm just
saying.
no. I'm with you. I'm just
Yeah.
like it's like, do you
So
have to like chop it like you did in the in the first ones, and just if they go through the wood chipper, then it's like liquefied, like how in uh Army of Darkness, where then there's like more of them, and then they tie you down like Gulliver's Travel style and jump down
yeah,
your throat.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, with this movie, they're doing the spin-off. They announced it last year. They got a director. I don't know, the Sebastian Badiak or something. Sounds Swedish. He's attached to it. Producing Francis Gillespie will serve as the writer and director. Oh, so that's a different person. Sorry, Francis Gallippi. Sounds Italian. Gillespie. Something. You gotta go like
Yeah,
this,
sure.
like that. Is serving as the writer and director, but Sam Raimi picked him. So I trust Sam Raimi. I do. I think he's still a good director in his own way.
Sure.
Evil Dead Burn is scheduled to be released July 24th of next year. So when this gets released next year, day after my birthday,
Oh,
we are going to put it in the ranking of where we are going to rank Evil Dead Rise right now. But we'll do it next year. I'll have it. I'll take a picture of it. So, is there anything else we want to discuss about this movie? Anything else anybody wants to bring up about it? Because everybody,
I will bring it up when I do my official ranking. I don't want to give it away.
well, why don't you start the
Why don't
ranking,
you start
shall
then?
we? Shannon, you are up. What would you like to do with Evil Dead Rise? What's your final thoughts on it?
As an Evil Dead movie and as a horror movie, it is meh at best.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I did not care about any of these characters. I was not scared. I was not disgusted. I was not grossed out. I didn't feel nauseated. I'm coming in for this one.
We're coming in tight with the shot.
coming
Go ahead.
I was bored.
Yes. Wow.
I was
Wow.
so bored watching this movie. And like,
Huh.
and I'm a wuss. I get scared and I'm just like,
You were trying to get through it.
I was a struggle.
Wow.
Did
I
you
was
just watch
so
it one
bored.
time and that was it?
Correct.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I kind of thought you might have put it in Lawnmower.
Met at best.
Wow.
At
John,
best.
sorry. John, how do you feel?
Man, after that, I don't know.
Like, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I'm I'm with Shannon. Like I said, I didn't it was confusing at the beginning. I didn't really care about any of the characters, like I said, except for the little
little
girl.
girl.
I was like,
Yeah.
I hope she makes it out because that's just the
Natural
That
reaction.
might
the
have been
father of a
devastating.
daughter in me.
Yeah.
Did you feel
Um,
that way, Shannon? Like seeing her as a kid, like thinking of your kids?
Nope.
No,
I
I
also
did.
have
I
boys
was.
though.
well, I
They're,
think, and I
they're
think
the dumb ones that
where,
opened the book and started the whole thing.
well,
Like this is all their fault, probably.
like
I
where
agree.
it got where it got to me, where I was like, man, it's like when she's hiding under the couch when like all
Oh,
the
it throws
shit.
the scissors and to Beth
Yeah.
to stab her mom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I gotcha.
That's where it got me for her, where like I started to like have a vested interest in Cassie making it out alive.
So I'm guessing this is a lawnmower for you.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Yeah.
it's not um I was not scared. I was not bored,
Sure.
but again, I was taking a lot of notes and
I am
um
going to go with John. It is very lawnmower to me. Very. I'm with John.
I mean, it's like there's a lot of cool things in it.
If
Uh,
if I had a category in between lawnmower and meh, that's where I would put it. Like,
it's a low lawnmower.
can I do that? Nope.
No.
Damn it. So, sorry, John. Were you done with your?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's
Okay.
there's like I said, there were cool shots, and I think uh, if the story was better, I don't know. Again, you're with the like trying to make you care about the characters or give you that vested interest. If again the writing was better, maybe I don't know. Um,
I'm going to do
but
something I have never done with this movie because I have to remember not only me, this was our first time watching it. So our
right,
expectations, I feel like were a lot higher
well,
because
after the other four,
yeah, because to me, seeing the remake was bitching for everybody. I feel like everything was bitching and shredding
yep,
for everyone. Even for the remake, top three remake in my eyes was
yeah,
you're writing, so you're
The
going,
the remake did something that no horror movie has ever done for me, which is made me feel physically ill.
yeah,
I had feels. I felt something.
yeah. And like the problem with this movie, you have these categories that I never thought of when I was ranking the movie. The gore and the idea in the high rise was bitching to me. I think
yeah,
in a claustrophobic state, it's a different way to feel. I feel like with the little kid, it had another dynamic. So I feel like that was bitching. But the story was
But I
dumpster.
but part of
yeah.
I think part of the Evil Dead 2 though is the what's out there. right? Because okay,
Yeah.
we're not claustrophobic, I guess, unless you're kind of talking about the cabin maybe, or like the shed or whatever. But there's just, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Who are you going to call? What's out
Yeah,
there? How much is out there?
See,
Like,
that's
you're
what I
still
thought.
trapped.
Yeah, and see, with this one, I feel like it was even more trapped, where they're giving you the elevator, the stairs, the fire exit. You're like, you're trapped in this room. What do you do with this evil that is uncorrupted? It is out to kill you at 110 fucking percent. Like, there's no reasoning. You can't reason with it. It just wants to make your life a living hell. So, and you're right. The story, only thing that the story is the little kid. That's all I cared about, was the little kid, right?
Yeah.
The little
Yeah.
kid part, that's the only thing I cared about.
Yeah, because the other two are like stupid, and who cares?
God damn it. What in the hell?
I think we easily could have cared
Oh,
about
that was
them.
something we were talking about earlier that you just threw out there.
What?
That was the pre-show
Oh,
chat
yeah.
that we were talking about.
And
yeah.
being
I think we could have cared about these characters if we were actually given any sort of story about them beyond just exposition. Like, if we saw
Yeah,
the mom interacting with her children in any capacity
yeah,
to
because
show that, like, they love each other, they're a happy little family or whatever.
you just get dumped right into.
It's just like, hey,
Here's
dad
what
left.
happens.
But you literally, like, the mom doesn't interact with the kids, I think, at all, until she's this evil demonic thing.
Yeah.
So
well,
why
yep. Sorry.
why is there anything for these children to lose? And how do I know that?
Well,
Yeah.
the reason being is,
Do you know what I mean?
you're looking at 4 different personalities. So you're looking at the mom.
But you see, there's a moment where I'm pointing my crochet hook at you.
Put my eye out.
There's a moment where the 3 kids are like tickling each other, and they fall on the bed and they're like laughing, and I'm like, oh, that would have been a really cute moment with their mother too.
Well, have you ever been in a situation in your life where
But I'm
you
saying,
have,
as a story, it would have helped me care.
well, I know how I cared, because you're seeing a situation where the mother is struggling to provide for this family. You got the kids with their own lives. They're pretty much adults, it seems like. And you're seeing a moment where you have a disenfranchised family. This is not a typical family. This is a family that's going through heartache
Yep.
and
It's dysfunctional.
very dysfunctional.
All
It's
exposition, though. You're not showing me, you're just telling me. You're like, hey, by the way,
Yeah.
we're disenfranchised, this sucks. And I'm like, oh, sure.
so
Okay.
you like how you got these kids going to a cabin where they're all friends, and that's pretty much it.
Sure.
There's no background. You just know their names, their friends. That's it. There's no
Yeah,
exposition, right?
but then as the movie went on, you found out
You get more.
you get more, and then so you can
connect more, you
then
can care.
you can care about characters, or you can still be like, well, this serial killer is a jackass and he's going to kill everyone.
So you want exposition to be stretched, not 5
It
minutes.
just
So
has
you're
to
done.
be enough that I care.
I feel like they just got to the gore quick as possible.
Take
Like,
out the
Yeah.
beginning confusing part where we're like, who are these people? Why do I care about them?
Now,
Use
if
that
they-
time
You know
Now, if-
what?
to
John, are
use
you
that
green or
time
blue?
to show me
I'm
about
green.
You're right. It's meh. You changed my mind. You're right. It's very meh.
Now,
It is.
now if
First time.
now if they
Sorry.
and again, it's a low lawnmower. I mean, it's we can throw it down.
It is. It is very meh. It is.
Yeah, you can throw them down there. There you go.
You're
Throw 'em.
right. I liked it as a lawnmower because of the blood and guts.
I feel like if the beginning
practical effects copy. You know.
If they somehow ended the movie with the beginning, I don't know how they could do that.
No, see the problem.
think-
I don't. I think the beginning of the movie and you see the ending. What's the point? Like, what's the point of the beginning? Like, it
To
made no
do the
sense.
it would do the same thing that they did with the other ones, where it's like, oh, now there's
But I think
going to be
it's
another one.
continuing. Like this thing cannot be stopped.
But you could have used the first beginning of the movie as exposition, so you could have
Right.
told them more of a story.
Yes, you tell more of a story, and then you have the chick, talking on the phone. We're gonna do the thing, whatever, and then
And
Is
then
you
she-
it
get
goes.
to like quick succession of like now she's this evil possessed, like just that last part on the pier, and then Evil Dead
Well-
Rise, and you're like, oh dang, this thing can't be stopped. So you
Then
don't
you're-
need the shot, you don't need the anaconda shot, you don't need the friend with the boyfriend on the pier, you don't need the friend reading the book in the cabin with the friend. You do just the friend talking, hey, we're going to the cabin, we're doing the thing, like in the
In the parking
garage.
garage.
Then, cut
Yeah.
scene to like her vomiting, scalping the friend, coming out, killing the boyfriend, Evil Dead Rise. And it's
Mm.
like, oh, it just keeps going.
I think
I don't
it. I think
Either way,
that's-
make me care. I don't care about anybody.
It's a waste. You're trying to be smart and innovated because it's something that nobody's done in an Evil Dead. I think it's
It's overthought, but done poorly.
not coherent to the story.
Hmm.
You take out the beginning and that ending means nothing to the story.
True.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It does add the like, oh yeah, this thing can't be stopped. Like it's forever.
It's here
don't know.
forever. Yeah.
So what you could have done, and personally, this is myself, where it gets to with the beginning shot, take that out. You start with Beth, you get to the garage, and then it could lead into that part and actually jump off to another film showing her, that girl in the cabin, whatever, shows it back at a cabin. So you're bringing it full circle to
Yeah,
go
that's
back
what-
to a cabin.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
what I
saying
was.
like
That's
this
what I was
would be
trying
its
to-
whole other
yeah.
movie at the cabin, and you would just end
Yeah.
it and kind of string it together. Yeah, you could do that too.
And it prologues to there's another one.
Yeah.
You see
Right. That
this girl gets possessed.
That would
and-
be your end credit scene.
that
There you
was
go.
that's what I was.
Gonna
That
say.
was the long
I'm
way
sorry.
of what
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
saying
going to
that.
say. Yeah. But that's
Well-
that's what I was going for when I said that. But
And you know it sucks when we look at our list, we look at everything we put up there, which Shannon, your favorite movie is Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Yeah.
Mine is Evil Dead 2. And John, you kind of torn between Army and Evil Dead 2. So-
it depends on the day.
I
fair.
hear you.
That's fair.
Yeah. When you try to use the name Evil Dead Rise, I think they unfortunately lost a step. This doesn't get me excited for Burn because I know what they're going to do. They're going to use the ideas and just develop into something different.
I mean, we're
But-
still going to watch it.
But we are going to still watch it, knowing it might be a flaming dumpster fire. I have a sneaky suspicion. So when I saw the tease trailer, the camper stoves you put the click and you put one pot,
Sure.
but a
Yep.
big one too. He was slamming that into, I guess, a body or something. They might be going back to a cabin. And I'm wondering if this is going to be a connective tissue of Rise. I doubt it, though. I'm hoping it is. But it looks like he was in a cabin. It looks like either that or he was in you have camping gear, which is a stove, a burner with a propane on it, and he's taking it and slamming it in. You don't see what he's slamming it into, but you hear him grunting, and he has blood on him, and it goes black, and you just hear him keep banging and banging and banging and banging, and like it gives me hope that if do you feel that with Burn, if they go back to a woods cabin feel, could it be better? Could it be an Evil Dead essence?
I think it could.
I think it could, yeah.
Do
I
you
think
feel
I
like
think
it
I think
should have?
even this one could have been.
Do you feel
Even
like
Evil Dead Rise could have been.
do you feel like with it going to a high rise, it kind of lost its appeal to the
I,
name?
again, I think they were trying to do too much.
Yeah, the whole kitchen sink shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Evil Dead, besides Army of Darkness, that does go to a medieval times. It's just that I always feel like I feel like Army of Darkness is a spin-off. Like
Yeah.
it's its own movie by itself. It's not even Evil Dead in the title.
No.
Like think about it. Army of Darkness.
It's the same character, but
Yeah, unfortunately the character's in it. So if you didn't have that character, that movie wouldn't
it's not
be
even in this. It's not even in this realm.
right. So 1 and 2 are connected. Army is connected, but I always feel like it's just a one-off, different storyline of itself, you know?
Yeah.
And the remake came back. I was like, wow, that was a great remake. Man, you could jump off of this story. Man, you
Yeah.
could, but they didn't. And I feel
And they
like
could
that
have, yeah, because I thought that this Rise was gonna have um Mia in it or something. Like
10 years later,
Mm.
yeah, that she's still dealing with,
in a psychosis type of
yeah,
psychiatry place,
yeah, because
which
she's got her hand cut off and she was dead and possessed, and now she's still trying to process all that.
so funny enough,
Or
in
she
the
lives in this high-rise building.
Or that, yeah.
And or
so
could be both.
and or so in the Evil Dead lore, the video games has Ash in a psychosis mental hospital with no hand. So after Army of Darkness, he comes back. He goes into a psycho ward, and then the doctor or the head person reads aloud the Book of the
Of
Dead,
course.
Uh,
Damatros, and then brings Ash out of retirement, if you will, and he starts back up. So if you guys ever decide to watch Ash versus the
Mhm.
Evil Dead, that is a sequel to Army of Darkness. It shows Ash in his 60s, living in a camper, living in Michigan or Miami or something, and the book gets talked or something, then chaos ensues. You have to watch it. It's like a sequel. I rather watch that than this, bar none, because it had 3 to 4 seasons, and you see Ash in the funniest way, deadites, shooting stuff with his chainsaw, giving his one-liners, and you get even more of a lore behind Ash, like his dad. You get to go to his home, like he has a daughter in the show. He finds out he has a daughter. Like they build a lot of the story back up. I was more intrigued with that than Rise. It sucks because everybody loved this movie. I'm like, no, you're hyping up horror. Horror is back. Yes, you're hyping up horror. It is one of those genres, just like heavy metal, that gets pushed to the side. It gets no notoriety. It gets no love, no nothing. Horror is this banished thought process of the world where everything needs to be roses and puppies.
And all artsy and
Artsy fartsy. As my dad would say, artsy fartsy.
yep.
So, all in all, very meh. I had a sneaky suspicion it was going to go that way. I did. I thought it might have been a lawnmower at best, but sorry, Evil Dead. Sorry, guys. Well, that's our story, and we're going to stick to it.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not. I thought Shannon again, great idea for Spooktober.
Spooktober.
And all in
Hey,
all,
4 out of 5, not bad.
4 out of
Better
5.
better than 3 out of 5 trees, right?
Yeah.
Give you one tree, and that's it. I highly at least see the first or second one. Like, you don't need to watch the first one. You can watch the second one. Second one to me is king of it all. I think it's just better. But other than that, the first 4 I think are up there. I think they're
Well,
They're
and
all they're all
the thing is,
watchable.
all of these movies,
very.
though, it's kind of like watch what you like. If you want an 80s horror movie, yeah, watch Evil
Sure.
Dead. If you want silly ridiculousness, watch Army of Darkness. If you want like a legit horror movie, watch the remake.
And Shannon,
It's kind of like there's an Evil Dead for everybody.
we're gonna end it on that. A good way to put a bow on it. You're right, though. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Thank you again
All
for
right.
watching this. Leave a comment. Tell us how we did, and we will be back end of November, middle of November, November something. Back to music. But we might come back to something like this later on. Tell us what to watch. I don't know. Maybe it's something we can do. So, all right, guys. Any finishing
Right.
thoughts?
I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, she nailed it.
Good job, Shannon. All right, internet. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.